Hello ladies and gentlemen, and thank you so much for joining me back here at the ADD workshop. Today I'm going to be fixing a old headlamp of mine. It took two 18650 cells, and it was rechargeable. For some reason the thing would kill the batteries in about 2 days. I wouldn't even have to use it. It would just kill the batteries, and it actually got to the point where it completely killed the batteries. They wouldn't even take a charge anymore, and things like that. So it ended up I couldn't use the headlamp anymore because I couldn't just buy 18650 cells to keep popping in there. So I was about to get rid of it, and it hit me all of a sudden. Well, I've got plenty of batteries that can run a flashlight. Why throw it away? And as some of you may know, I just recently got into the Milwaukee 12-volt line, which I believe nominally these things put out about 10 volts, which is pretty close to what this uses. I believe this uses, I think about 8 volts. So not too far off, and I figure if I can make this thing think that this is its battery, I can use a wire hooked to the back where it used to charge, and then run this down to my back pocket like an old miner's headlamp. But I mean, it would be ran to a battery like this, or my compact, 2 amp hour here, something small, but would last forever for something like this. So it seemed like a pretty good little project to do, and I'm actually going to see if it'll go up to 18 volts and I can use my rigid batteries, because I have a clip for those. I also want to see if it will use 5 volts. I don't know if it will, or if how many amps it will pull, but if it can, I can power this via USB. So that will make things very easy if I could do that. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to get this thing open and get the wires that hooked up to the positive and negative terminals on my battery pack here, and cut them and strip them, and we're going to clip to them, and we're going to play with some voltages and see how this thing likes certain voltages. So let me just take this apart and strip back the wires that were hooked to this, and I'll bring you right back. Okay, so I've got these this cut off and the wire stripped back. I use my little wire strippers here. I've had a lot of people ask me, why do you use these kind of wire strippers? I do a lot of HVAC work, and this is a perfect example of why I use these. A lot of times, especially in an old HVAC system, you get a bunch of rusty wires, and they like to break, and they're not very long, and you can't just yank on them and strip them. Same thing here. If I went to strip these with a regular pair of strippers that just had the indexed holes for what size wire you're stripping, I would have had to have held the wire and pulled it, and if it slipped out of my fingers, I could have pulled the wire off the little PCB here, and everything's screwed. With these, it actually holds the other end of the wire for you, and then you just pull it. So it puts no strain on any other part of the wire other than the part you're stripping. That's why I use these. That's why I love them. Alright, so we got this thing hooked up, and we got our power supply, which some of you may recognize, turned on. And we're going to hook up to, we're going to start off with, I got this thing turned up this way so y'all can see the voltages and how much amperage I'm pulling. Had it turned up to 10. Let me turn this down to 5 volts. We're gonna see, oh, that was amperage. We're gonna see if USB voltages can power this, because also, some of you may know, I have a rigid power bank, and it has a nice belt clip on it, and I would kind of like to use it. So we're going to set this thing to 5 volts, and we're going to see how many amps it pulls. If it pulls more than 2 amps, we're going to have to move up our voltage to run off of one of these guys here. Alright, so let's hook our positive up. There's that. Make sure we don't short anything out. Hook our negative up. Alright, now we're going to hit the button. It's going to be pretty bright. Oop, I pushed the C. I pushed the button up. Doesn't have any back pressure anymore. So I'm going to have to mount the batteries back in there whether I like it or not. Whoa! Alright, so we're pulling 4.5 amps. Yeah, that's a little much. Okay. Strobe. Okay. So let's move it up. We're gonna move up to this size here because I believe, if I'm not mistaken, let's make sure I got, okay, these guys are, not mistaken, only put out 10 volts nominally. Well, do it on the front ones here. 8 volts. Wow. So even better. That's crazy. They only put out 8 volts. Let me get out of your way so you can see what I'm doing here. 7.9. They're supposed to be 12 volt batteries. That's crazy. That's crazy. Okay. So we move this up to 8 volts and see how many amps we're pulling. Alright, 8 volts. Now let's turn her on and let's see what we're getting. I also might hook up my meter because I'm not very confident in the amp. Oh, what happened here? Something like go? Okay, so it may not like 8 volts. It may have blown something here. Still getting voltage. Maybe it has an over voltage protection and it's shut off. So let's turn the voltage back down. May have to find something kind of nutty to run this. Let's go 6.5 volts. Let's see what we pull. Alright, we're going to hook up to positives, negatives. You know, you got your positives and your negatives. Okay, here we go. Alright, just may have blown it. There's one way to find out, I guess. Let's find out if we blew our LED. I would really assume we blew something on the circuit board if I had to guess. Let me see if we have any resistance here. Open loop. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I blew the flash. Okay, so this thing, as cheap as it was, had no over voltage protection, and me, being as dumb as I am, put way too many volts to it. But you know, that's the fun of about to throw something away. What do you do with it? Well, go have fun with it. You're about to chunk it. If I'd have just chunked this, I wouldn't have known that these didn't have over voltage protection. Now I do, and so do all of you. Well, but I mean, you could see where I was going with this. At 5 volts, it was pulling a few too many amps to be able to run off of a USB power bank. I don't know what would have happened if I limited the amperage. If really, I don't know what would have happened. So now we can't find out. You know, our playtime's over. But, yeah. if I could have found a 5-volt source external, what I was going to do was take a plug here that plugs into it, run the nice long wire to something that would connect to a battery in my back pocket that would be rechargeable, you know, elsewhere, and then I could run this headlamp indefinitely, and it would be a good headlight, because it was an excellent headlight. It super bright, and I don't think I paid too much for it. I think it came off of Wish, and I'm sure many of you know what headlight this is, but you know, got to have a little fun with it, and I'm glad y'all got to enjoy it as well. But that's the end of that one. So as always, everyone, thank you so much for joining me here at the ADD Workshop. Please come back, see the next videos. You know, I'm going to be putting out more and more. I haven't worked out a hard schedule. I try to do one each weekend if I can. Also, if you have any suggestions for any videos, put them down in the comments below, and I'll do my best, see what I can make, and see what I can make happen. If anything goes on with this and I figure out a way that I might be able to fix it, I'll make an update. Probably won't, though. Probably gonna go into the junket bucket. Anyway, so as always, everyone, thank you so much for joining me here at the ADD Workshop, and I will see y'all on the next one.